where you might end up working as a content writer, you will get confused between मेरे को content writer allowed किया है, but I'm doing copywriting. So copywriting will always work towards driving sales and lead generation. You remember a couple of lectures back, we did this creative hook wala program wherein I used to give you a sentence and ask you to complete that sentence. That particular thing is usually a copywriter work. Like what they will create small copies which will drive people to click, which will act as a bait and which will lead people to click on that. After clicking, they might land on a content piece, a white paper or a landing page where a content writer has written the story. So uses storytelling to bring business to life. Delights the reader, so they want to take an action. So copywriter will always work towards whether this copy is making people take action. While a content writer informs, educates and engages the reader. Uses emotion to seal the deal with words. Builds know, like, trust factor over the time. Copywriter will usually write content which are used for ads, insert emails like call to action, websites, small social media content or image copy. The creative के ऊपर जो copy रहता है, that is the image copy. Long form content like blogs, articles, white papers is usually what content writer will like write. So some top examples of copywriting. This ad is for men. Understood what is the meaning? Nobody understood this ad. Oh, इतना simple ad तो है. If it is so difficult, वो copywriter job छूट जाएगा उसका. So, can somebody try? Or nobody intends to try? ठीक है. So, if you read it, so the whole idea is in the industry, what is happening is at the management
level. Actually, the text is not readable. It's too small.
But it is not meant to be read. That's why it is small, no? Okay. What they may, so जो रीड करना है वही तो लिखा हुआ है, जो नहीं रीड करना है वो इतना छोटे पे लिखा है, कोई रीड ही नहीं करना चाहिए टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन के जैसा. I know you people are trying to read it. इसलिए मैं पूछ रहा है कि what comes to your mind when you see this ad? Why it is asking this ad is for men? What might be the context?
So probably take women into consideration or something.
Isn't it?
But consideration.
Isn't it like that the red color that is shown is like an attraction for men? I mean, if women wear this red color.
अरे नहीं वो you are going to you're thinking quite out of the box. Think simple in this format. See, everywhere everybody is talking about inclusion, more inclusion for women, especially when it comes to management role, leadership role, CEO roles, director. In India, even in India, which board still has more women than men? Any company ka board you go, you still have only less than 20% women people in the director and board of director level. What happens is because of that, the selection and everything starts, everything is like man-made. I told you earlier also, na, ki wo, why that thought process starts happening. Mankind and then man-made and all those things. You have more and more men over there. As soon as you start getting more women people working in a company at a senior level, automatically lot of diversity starts happening. You start understanding a customer at a different level. I remember when we used to sit for group discussions, even if I had one colleague, Upasana, even though she had half of my experience, but some insights which she had, which we didn't have. The only reason she had insight because she was a girl. the perception was different for her than what we had. So even over here, L'Oreal is talking about just because they're using, say, lipstick or nail polish or whatever it is, doesn't mean they cannot take leadership roles. They are still worth it. So that's what the ad is. ये ad के लिए काफी awards मिला था तभी. Simple ad, hard hitting, only simple copy. That's it. So everywhere they talk about key profitability 15%. Okay, when you have women leaders, the revenue of the company increases by 15% based on the study. Okay, when you have women leaders, then innovation and patents in the company increase by 20% based on a research report. That is what is written in those small particular words. Like the bottom में small words is a research report. Employee satisfaction increases by 24% if you have more women leaders. So these are the based on this particular study they have created these ads. So then you might have seen this email, this kind of small emails. We have been expecting you all growing business run into the same fundamental problem. Hair on fire, buried under email, stuff everywhere. Good news, Basecamp solves them. Try Basecamp for 30 days, enter your email address, start a free trial. It gets you to take an action to submit your email address. If you want a car that lets you feel the wind in your hair, drive to a windy place and get out of the car. So दूसरा सब ठीक है, but that sunscreen का बात कर रहा है. Then you have this landing pages and this particular ads. The ad on my left hand side is very common on Facebook. A free ebook. See how I turned 12,000 USD into over. Oh my God! From trading stocks that anyone can trade. How I made as little as 20 to 100,000 one day. Little known secret. So this is the power of copy. The whole thing is get your free book. Free ebook जैसा लेता है ना, you become part of their entire engagement journey, and then they will start cultivating the relationship with you. Dropbox, keep everything organized without breaking your flow. JetBlue, so LinkedIn content. JetBlue का content 2 days चला, springboard for spring travel. Get jump on upcoming business travel with up to 20% base fare to all US cities only for Blue Ink members. Only when you book by 5/23 for travel, 5/22 and this. So SaaS entrepreneur, if your startup qualifies up to $3 million in non-dilutive growth funding. Both these particular content pieces, okay, we all know कि LinkedIn के ऊपर you can have a long form content, but the content is under a particular character limit, so there's no read more करके option. On LinkedIn you'll find often people write long content, maybe काफी long content लिखता हूँ, when then you have that read more वाला option, but over here you cannot afford to let people click on read more because people really don't have time. So to facilitate less amount of them to spend less amount of time them to spend on you, you have this you use less amount of characters. Exclusive, you really don't want your competitors to discover this first. Grab our email automation mastery course right now when you join Drift for free. Farm to walk is available. So everywhere see the small pieces. So everywhere there is some particular hook. That's what I was that day talking to you about. Ki every time whenever you used to write content, use some kind of a hook. Where even if you write a title of your blog, think about the hooks which you can have. If somebody reads that hook, that person will go and read that entire content. Don't settle for bagged stock photos. 2020 as authentic. Top examples of content writing. So over here, if you see what is ailing our tourism, why Astha Basti? So you are Astha Basti. You have been asked by your teacher to write an article on the topic, what is ailing our tourism. So first is this title and then this writer's name, introductory paragraph, middle paragraph. I think you people know this particular thing because you wrote that creative writing, you did it very well. So this long form of content, low carb versus low fat diets both work for weight loss. So what the perfect blog post should have? Goal is grab attention, key insight, big promise, soundbite, how to section, connecting emotionally, big promise, buy or subscribe. This particular format for a blog post you will see over here. Metal roofing versus shingle roofing, which should I choose? Low carb versus low fat diets, both work for weight loss. So whenever you are writing a blog post, first is your headline, which you need to have a headline which has proper hook. Otherwise, what happens is it will get mixed with other headlines or other content. So unless your headline is not catchy enough, it won't drive people. Then your opening statement, the first two lines of your blog, is what will take people to read the entire blog. If you remember, same thing applies when you write answers for your questions in your exams. You need to ensure that the person who's going to check your answer sheet should at least go to fourth line and fifth line. In the first line, if you repeat the question, what happens is they tend not to look at the entire answer. And that's when by default they will give half a mark or say आधा पूरा marks देके they will move off. Why they are not reading the entire thing? Because there's no hook for them or motivating factor for them to read the answer. So everywhere when you write long form blog post and everything, the same rule applies, whether it's an answer in your examination or whether you're writing a blog post. Grab attention in the first line, key insight, then talk about big things, then how to section, connect emotionally, big promise to or buy or subscribe. Now you don't need to have say promises 2-3 times, but even if one time रहेगा, दो बार insight रहेगा, one promise and how to section with conclusion works. So I usually do some. I am a very this thing like I will every day post on my LinkedIn, and right now like I have around 50,000 followers on LinkedIn. Normally, whenever I post on LinkedIn, this is where I am actually. I usually get at least 15 comments. The 15 comments like जाता ही है. Over the period of 1 month, I get likes of around say, and these are all organic, 100 to 120 likes, and these are the views, 11,000 views. Now see the industry from where people are coming. This is just a snapshot to help you understand I'll tell you why I'm focusing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So over here, which company these people are coming from? All these are from my client-based companies, or these companies, the companies. This is my competitor company, IQVI. Which are the positions? Executive director, software developer, consultant, marketing specialist. These are the designation of people who have engaged me on this particular post. What are the locations? These are the locations of those particular people. Now, because of this particular regular updates and regular thought leadership content and everything, what has happened is in last 1 month, I've got 3 offers to do content freelancing. Like, can you write freelance content for my LinkedIn page? I will offer to pay you this much amount of money. Not just that, job offers to aate rehte, but on top of that, I keep on getting this particular thing. Why I'm getting all these things? Just because of maintaining my LinkedIn profile to optimum level. Because what happens is if you go for interview in digital marketing and you say, I know this, I know that, okay. But if you are actually doing all these things on your on say LinkedIn or on Twitter, you don't need to say what you know, because already you just need to tell, you can look at my profile, you will come to know what is the engagement which I have. So I know what content I need to write and how I need to write and when I need to write. Because of that only I'm getting so much amount of engagement. So sometimes you don't need to tell somebody what you are, your work just proves it. So how many of you have your LinkedIn profiles ready? Nobody has. So better if you
Raising hands.
huh?
The hands are raised in the participant list.
Because I'm on this shared screen na. एक minute. Okay. चलो अच्छा है. And do you keep on posting regularly? Or just you have a profile which you created?
No, sir, I don't post. I just have an account.
Okay.
I post rarely, not every day, but I am indulged in certain activity like commenting on post or something.
So why you created your profile on LinkedIn? Anybody has answers?
So to get more reach and see the opportunities.
But if you don't post anything, you are not going to get opportunity. See, LinkedIn ka rule is simple. If you start posting, you'll get people will start noticing you. If you don't post, nobody notices you. So getting noticed, how it happens is once people see what you are posting. I'm not saying you need to post daily, but at least you have a content calendar. So every Sunday I work and I create content which I post for the entire week. And I have a folder where I keep everything ready. So every day before 7 o'clock or 7:30, my post goes live. And as soon as my post goes live, I have tagged a couple of people who regularly comment on my post and I comment on their post. So by default, the commenting starts happening. And those people are at director level and everything. So because of that, when I comment, they get traction. They comment, I get traction, and we ensure that both of us are getting that same amount of traction. So we help each other. In my when I was teaching at Hinduja, that time also I had 2 3 students who didn't have proper profiles. I got them to create proper profiles and this how to engage and everything. And then they started literally engaging every time whenever I started posting. So it's not about you commenting. You commenting is one thing, but you also commenting on somebody else's comment is they start noticing you. So for example, if you want to get noticed and get a job, say in next 2 years के time में you are looking that okay मेरे को एक PR agency में job करना है or I want to work for McCann or Ogilvy और कौन सा agency है बड़ा वाला? Any names? Anybody knows which are the top agencies in India right now? No idea. But then how are you going to search for job if you don't know where are you going to work? आपका कुछ गोल रहेगा ना, गोल सेटिंग की ओके आई विल डू दिस कोर्स देन आई स्टडी दिस एंड देन आई डू दिस और it might be like kabhi kabhi some people might say that okay I'll do this and then I'll join a company for a year, learn, and then I'll start my own business. So anybody has any goals or right now you're just still study कर लेते हैं बाद में सोचते हैं because if you that's how I taught you in content marketing, unless you have clarity about your goals, about what you want to do, you cannot actually achieve anything. So you need to write down what you exactly want to do in life, otherwise it's very difficult to achieve. And I'm telling you from personal experience, it's not something ki I am not even graduate right now and I'm teaching you people. I am a diploma holder, a marine engineer. I haven't studied digital marketing nor PR, but I'm teaching for PR, I'm teaching for digital marketing also. The reason I taught because I had goals and and I wanted to learn that aspect. So you need to have a particular goal कि मुझे करना क्या है, what is it I looking to do. Don't force yourself, because if you don't do what you love now, for you'll have midlife crisis. I've seen people having midlife crisis, literally leaving job and sitting at home on sabbatical for 1 or 2 years, not knowing what to do in their life. So it's very important to have clarity about thoughts कि क्या करना है जिंदगी में. Like when I was in third year of engineering, I literally went to that particular phase कि I didn't fill my examination form because I didn't want to continue engineering. And then my friends went and filled the form and forced me to, वो अलग बात है कि they helped me to pass the exam. But the ultimately I didn't do that thing, but I was clear about what I wanted to do in my life. So goals are very important in life. It helps you to work towards it and to work towards something where you will know that, okay, I'm successful, I achieved this, now let's go to next stage. Let's start crafting content now. So my only this thing is, it's not that मैं बहुत advice दे रहा हूँ तो मैं बंद करता हूँ, but the thing is my only I always see myself at your age, and I know that at your age I was facing the same problem which you are facing. I was so after so third year in my engineering, it's like third year. So graduation ka third year mein is when I realized what I exactly want to do in my life. That too I realized because after reading books for almost 6 months, I realized that I never wanted to do engineering. So just to give you a snapshot, if nobody has your LinkedIn profile, if possible, just ensure that you create your profile and at least post something on a weekly basis. I'm not saying daily, at least week mein once. Even that is good enough to keep you active. So you need to fill your title. If anybody wants to work on the LinkedIn profile, I can help you out about how to go about it. If you don't want to work, then don't work. It's not something as assignment or assignment. You want me to help you, I can help you out how to create your profile, which somebody who searches on Google by your name will first get your name and not somebody else's name. Like you'll get a lot of people with the name of say Prem or Prem Kumar and all those names. So if you have a name where you search and other people having same names appear, then on Google search, if some particular HR person is searching for you, they might land up on somebody else's profile. So if you have a very good LinkedIn profile, the first thing they will come across is your LinkedIn profile and not their profiles. So so over here about yourself, you need to fill your details. Then right now, if you're not working, then your education and what you're studying in your education system and everything. And if you're doing any courses on online, say via say Udemy or say this Pharmastat or Reuters ka digital journalism. So different courses and everything, you can host all your courses ka certifications over here. You can take a quiz over here. So what happens is it will start endorsing you based on the quizzes which you take over here. These are the recommendations. It's better that okay, you start yani abhi se if you work towards getting recommendations, it will help you to build a powerful profile. Because what happens is if a HR person comes, they will always go and see okay kitna kya kya kisne recommend kiya hai, what they have recommended and all those things. Because this is where your power of LinkedIn profile will come into action. So for example, ये अगर एक post है, so all these people who have liked the post will be displayed. How many likes, how many loves, so and this total 21 reaction as of now. But anyways, first complete your profile and then start filling other sections. Have a baseline profile, have a custom URL like this. If you make it late, somebody else might take your custom URL and you might have to write 1211 or 007 bond karke something.
So,
Huh?
how to create content for LinkedIn?
Your profile is ready?
Yeah, but it's yeah.
You WhatsApp me your profile. Anybody wants to do or improvise on your LinkedIn, just WhatsApp me your LinkedIn URLs first. Let me go through it. Once I go through it, then I'll advise you how you work. First things first, give you a simple example. If you see your goal is, for example, you want to secure a job after you complete your BMA. That might be one of the goals which you have. So job लेने के लिए where you want to work is the next target. You want to work in some PR agency or a digital marketing agency. If your goal is to work in a PR agency, then list down the top 15 PR agencies in India who have offices in Bombay. So once you list this particular thing down, then go on those particular profiles. Like I'll just show you. This is a simple technique, but it helps a lot. So if you come over here, so companies, you see these companies.
Yes, sir.
So वैसा you will get all the PR agencies का pages. See Miram digital marketing agency इसका page आ गया. So all the agencies का you will get such kind of pages. What you will just need to do is start following those pages. Once you start following those pages, for example, I am following Miram ka page. What will happen is follow के लिए nobody will say that you cannot follow a page. Okay, you can anytime follow a page. Once you start following a page, what will happen is you will see post over there. Posts. Okay. Click on posts. Okay. Post आने के बाद see over here कि ये तो अभी बाहर का सेंटर के we want to say tune. Now you will find lot of over here comments and likes. Click over here. You will find किसने like किए. Okay. This is an international इसलिए it is becoming difficult. Now this guy looks like an Indian guy. Open. Okay, UAE में है ये. ठीक है जानने दे. You'll need to find अगर let's see India centric. Okay. Let's see ये कौन सा Edelman 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 India देखते हैं क्या है. Edelman नहीं आ रहा है. Then rather MSL. Everybody has their corporate pages up. Companies. So MSL is a leading company that we know now. We need to search. See MSL India आ गया इधर. Can you see this?
So MSL Group India is there.
Yes.
But it's a PR agency, na PR and integrated communications. Now once you come over here now, this step is after you have done your profile properly. Okay, without doing your profile properly, don't attempt all these things, because if somebody comes and sees half-baked profile now, they'll see ये कौन है बंदी. Okay, so once your profile full है ना, तो ये jobs के अंदर jobs ने post के अंदर जाने का. And then start engaging. Like करो, congratulations लिखो. What they're saying, भाई congratulations लिखो. What will happen is other comment जो करने वाला बंदा है, they are also from MSL. So once you comment on here, what will happen is Jatin will come and see ki who is commenting. Parvez will come and see who is commenting. Then go and see, okay, leading marketing careers. Okay, wow, I will share with my friend, share. So what happens is you will start engaging over here. Once you start engaging over here, you will start getting noticed to those particular people. This is the first step towards getting noticed. You start becoming part of different engagements. So you participate, top 10 peer agency liya, udhar participate karo. Then like if you come on my profile, because I know you people, you comment to me, I will also comment to you. And what will happen is, because of that, others who are talking with me, they will also take a notice of you. So notice hone ke baad, then you can send them a friend request. See, if you directly send a friend request, nobody will accept it. But if you're commenting over here regularly, and then you share a friend request to say Shitish Das or say Aniket Kemka, what happens is they will come to know, okay, you heard their name sometime this particular place. Understood step one? Right now, I haven't asked you to prepare the content. What I'm asking you is start engaging at different places. Okay. Now, after you start engaging at different places, then how to make a content? See, you are into an industry which is advertising and marketing. Okay. So you need to become a thought leader about advertising and marketing. Thought leader मतलब क्या है? You are commenting, जैसा शशि थरूर comment करते हैं ना, यार तू अच्छा नहीं है, यार ये खराब है, ये ऐसा है, वो वैसा है. Basically, your work is to criticize. You become a critic. If you become a critic, people will notice you. If you don't become a critic, people won't notice you. So how do you become a critic? I'll show you one particular profile over here. Okay, ये बंदे का नाम किधर गया? What the was? हाँ, अभी ये जो बंदा है जैसा, this is a huge बंदा, किधर गया ये? हाँ, विवेक हत्तंगडी, chief mentor. Pharma industry mein he has huge clout. Okay, if you are engaging with him, okay, then and he knows you, lot of people connect with him. So you need to identify people who have lot of clout at different places. Corporate gifting. Anup Sons is another pharma industry का clout वाला बंदा है. See, this is AutoCAD drawing for people who didn't understand. You see this? But it is interactive AutoCAD drawing. So wherever you put your cursor, it will show you on सामने का screen पे how it will look in 3D version, and you can change the colors. हाँ, इसको एक फॉलो करो. कार्तिक श्रीनिवासन, he is from advertising industry. Okay, वो सबके ऊपर सिर्फ वो क्रिटिक करता है. He'll critique everything. So this is a new TVC by Relaxo. So he talks about this particular TVC, what it is about and everything. So ऐसा पूरा content लिखना पड़ता है, and then you share some particular content. You will see huge amount of traction whenever he posts something. अभी तो इतना है. This is today का I think. Was 6 hours. Okay. Just wait for 5 to 10 days. इसका traction देख किधर जाएगा वो. So Sri Karthik post every time some of the other thing. Just follow him. So in the same fashion, what you need to do is you need to ensure कि you keep on finding out new particular case studies in digital marketing or in PR or PR. अगर simple चाहिए तो just do a Google search. Top cons case studies. You will find over here. Pick up any top case study understand it, and then share that case study with your particular perception. Ki I think this case study is done this way, but it can be done this way and that way and that way. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's a bit difficult because first is you need to identify where you can comment. Not everywhere you will end up commenting. So first is you need to identify the content. Once you have identified the content, then you can work towards it. Okay, next lecture I'll give you another some dope one. If you really want to work on your LinkedIn, just complete at least your LinkedIn profile and share me the link with your photograph, with your title, what you are doing and what you're studying, that particular areas. If you have done some internship, talk about your internship. Once you share me your LinkedIn profile, then I can advise you what next steps you can do and how you can start working. Next steps you bata diya. Start following those particular PR agency and everything, that will help you a lot. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Chalo then. Tuesday tak please complete at least one blog sir. Okay. I gave you the leeway कि आज नहीं देगा एक तो ठीक है, but at least one block you need to complete by Tuesday, otherwise you won't learn about next steps of digital marketing जो आगे का steps है वो. Okay.
Okay, sir.
चलो.
Okay, sir.
Bye. Bye. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.